grateful that you made it through the season and made it through the winter and didn't have to fold up. Because there's a lot of people that that I've seen in my own experiences out here. I'll see them at the gas station and they'll say, "Hey Ray, we'll start me a lawn care business," and I'll be like, "Cool, man," and then they'll start it. I'll see them a couple weeks later at the gas station. They got them a little mower, cool, and then I'll see them again a month later. They got a trailer, and now they big dog, and then come September, they're trying to sell me the trailer and the truck and the lawnmower. I mean, it's more than just cutting grass. It's a lifestyle to be an entrepreneur too. You got to be aware of how you're spending and what you need to make. You need to know that. You need to know what it takes to make it through the winter. And so when you're in the summer and you bragging to Ray about all the work that you're doing and all the money that you're making, and then September you're calling Ray trying to sell your truck to me or your mower or all of everything, weed eaters and everything. I mean, it's happened a lot, y'all, a whole lot. I mean, a lot. But most of the time, I don't buy their stuff off of them because they haven't bought. They never got to the point where they could get really good equipment. Because if they did, they probably wouldn't go out of business. They're taking their money, and ain't nothing wrong with spending, but they're taking their money. Their first season, they're taking their money, and they're not being smart with it. They're not paying bills in advance. They're trying to and they're not used to having that kind of money. You gotta be, I mean, it's a big difference in working for the man and getting, $2,000 every 2 weeks or whatever on a check than getting, $200 a day cash or whatever. It's a big difference. Because you don't have no choices on on working for the man check. The check's going to be there, in 2 weeks. And of course, with that being said, you ain't got a lot of time either because you working to get that check. In this game, it's just the opposite. You're going to make more money, and you're going to make it faster, and you're going to have more time on your hands. And a lot of people just they get lost at that point is when they just get all off the rail, and they think they're doing great. Oh, I'm making $400 a day, during the summer, and that's great, right? But they think that's going to continue going into the winter, and I don't know why they think that, because they keep thinking, oh well, I'll get one more rotation, I'll get this or that. You got to act like it's the last thing. First couple of seasons, you got to act like it's your last little bit of work every time you do the job. You got to act like it's you got to hold the money. You got to hold it. Because if you go to living a lifestyle of, where you're living on $400 a day for, we'll say, $2,000 a week and $8,000 a month, and then all of a sudden you hit September and you're not even making $1,000 a month, but you done set yourself up for failure on all your bills. That's why money cannot run you. You have to run it. People that let money run them usually go out of business, or their debt is so high that they turn around and they look and they're paying, $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month interest on stuff. And then they get to the end of the season and that payment becomes a lot harder to make. Damn near impossible. Because they living high on the hog for the last 4 months during the summer. can't just come out here and be big dog and you know, big dog don't become big dog just because. Big dog becomes big dog because he grinded through the hard times, and he understands the philosophy of time management, money management, and all that there. He understands and believes and knows in his heart that the winter is coming. It's coming, man. Ain't no nothing gonna stop that. I see it. I mean, if I had a nickel for every you know, landscaper down here where I'm at, because everybody thinks they can do it. Everybody does. Oh, they lost their job, so they're gonna cut grass. Just like that last guy that worked for me. Not the last one, but that Dobie guy. You know, he thought that you know, that he could cut grass and that he was gonna be like me. I'm not special or unique or nothing. But I ain't needy either, so you got to go through some stuff to actually be able to look in the mirror and say, you know, damn, I really am an entrepreneur. I really am a business owner. I really am making it, right? And I always feel like I can do better, though. Always. So always. And if I can't do better with the equipment purchase, with the actual work that we're doing, efficiency wise, then I can always do better on my expenses and, you know, things that cost me. Get used to making, you know, $6,000 to $8,000 a month. It's not a good thing when you're not putting none of it up, because then your life, you know, your lifestyle ends up getting in the way, and now all of a sudden you can't afford to go anywhere. You can't afford to even keep the equipment that you bought when you know, just the month before you making that equipment payment like it wasn't nothing. What you should have been doing is making 3 equipment payments. That's what you should have been doing. If you're gonna blow the money and not save it, might as well go on and get something for it, you know. That's always my thinking, always. But you don't get secure in the wintertime if you don't, in the beginning, if you don't do other stuff. Like I did firewood, but you don't just wake up one morning and say, I'm gonna do firewood. You got a plan for that. So, and you can't, you know, one thing I liked about firewood is that I could collect firewood from, you know, January to, you know, collect wood, you know, from January, December, all the way to, you know, May, and just be collecting it. And if I could get it split before it gets hot, then it'll be good and seasoned before the winter comes. And you can pretty much count that money, and that's always a good spot to be in, y'all, where you can count the money before you get it. You know, not spend it before you get it, but you can kind of see it where, okay, I got $3,000 worth of firewood that's seasoned, ready to go. So I tell myself I got $2,000 worth of firewood seasoned, ready to go. You know, and then you minimize. But you add the skid steer along with the lawn maintenance, you know, and then also add the fact that you're not blowing money on dumb shit. If it don't make me money, I'm not spending it in the business. And next thing you know, you look back and you're like, man, I haven't done firewood in a while. But that's because the landscape has changed in the firewood game. That's why. And I don't have big property, and the lawn maintenance was always on the bigger properties is where I always got the trees and stuff. So yeah, but I'm pulling up to the house, y'all. I'm gonna try to edit this video.